David Zritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. You know, as a Bond fan and just somebody that's sort of connected with Bond's organizational background, his experience in just being able to project manage a mission, I'm constantly on the search for ways to better organize my own life. And not too long ago, I did a rather innocent video around an attaché case that I had acquired. And it was all around how I organize my EDC, or everyday carry, which these type of videos of what people carry on them when they travel or just head to work or just out into the wild, so to speak, they're extremely popular. And this one blew up. I had no idea, but lots of Bond fans and even adjacent Bond fans were very interested in what I had used as a carry-all, as a piece to organize myself. But you know something, as great as that item was, I was still on the search because, as you may know, I do video, just a little bit, like a lot, and I often carry around this. This is a very inexpensive bag that I had off of Amazon. It's configurable. It's small. I like that it's small. You know, this I fit all of my look at this, Band-Aids up in there. This is when I film. Yeah, I need Band-Aids. My mic equipment, my Rode, a selfie stick, a battery, etc. But then there's other things that I'm trying to organize. For example, my sunglasses. And not just sunglasses, but I'm also trying to organize my eyeglasses. Now, what's happened over time is that I've acquired like 4 or 5 of these little cases that just build up. And now I'm putting them into a big sack because I'm not wanting to carry a large attaché case everywhere where I go. If I'm taking a quick trip, and I have a piece of luggage, I may not want an attaché case. I may not want a briefcase, for example, if I run to New York City or if I'm going to a friend's or if I'm going to be filming an event. I don't want to be lugging around an attaché case. So something attracted me out in the great wild online blue. And I started a conversation with a company called Grams 28. So Grams 28 is a very interesting company that makes organizational units. I know, I'm complicating things. Why don't you just say bags, David? These things are more than bags. And I have to tell you, as part of transparency, ever since that EDC carry video really exploded, I've been, I don't want to say inundated, but I've received a lot of companies coming out to me saying, we want to send you bags, we want to send you this, we'll send you our entire line because they want me to do a video like this. And I wasn't really attracted to any of them except for this one that I'm going to be talking about today. And not only am I going to be talking about why I was attracted to this bag to begin with, why I think it might elevate my Bond organizational life, we're going to test it. We love to field test things here. We love to do mission critical things, and that's what we're going to do. So I talked to this company, and they sent me the 154 city bag. Now, an attaché case is about this big with a handle, okay? This is quite a bit smaller. This is, I would say, probably 50% smaller than an attaché case. You can see how thin it is. And there were a couple things right off the bat, just from a visual standpoint, that I was attracted to. First of all, it comes in a lot of different colors. I happen to like the British Racing Green because British Racing Green, also kind of a Bond color. But I love that. I love that it's made out of an Italian, smell-o-vision, Italian pebbled leather, because pebbled leather, unlike the smooth leather, tends not to get abrasions or rips to it, etc. So this Italian pebbled leather means that it's going to be tough as nails. And I was also attracted to the idea that, very simply, do you see this back area here? I could just hold it like a briefcase. It's almost like a small briefcase that you don't see the top on there. Or I could just put it around me like a true city bag. And that's what this is. This is considered a city bag because you can put it over yourself a la Indiana Jones and his MK2 gas mask bag. Oh, David, is that right? That would be pretty good if it is. But this is what initially attracted to me. What sold me on this, though, were the details of this bag. And I want to jump into this because I think you're going to find this really interesting. Now, I will unzip the zips. And as I do that, I have to tell you, I've become sort of a zipper expert. These go up and down very easily. They've got long pull tabs, very necessary in my life. But because you can sort of clamshell this, you can really see in there very well. Now, they had choices. They could have made the interior dark or green or black. They made it light, so light, as you can see, jumps off in here. But you're going to notice right away a lot of different pockets. And I want to go through all the different pockets because it's a little heady. All right, so we have the gaping maw of a zipper right here on the top that will open up. Now let's take a look at this. Let's really kind of explore this. This can peel down and fold over. I haven't seen a bag that can really do that, but what it allows you to do is really see the inside extremely well. And as we take a look at that, you're going to see a hold area right here, which is kind of a general area, but I love this. So what is this? Listen to this. It's a magnet. It's a magnet. So I told you I have trouble putting my sunglasses into a good spot, or my eyeglasses. What's nice is I can put them in here. This is extremely soft, but it's padded. But look at that. It just magnetically closed. And I love the fact that not only did it magnetically close, it's protecting everything. It's got the hard shell on the outside to protect my sunglasses, and it's got the inside pad. You also have this interior zip for pens, etc. But look inside there, folks. I hope I'm getting a good shot of this because you need to appreciate that there are 3 smaller pockets inside this zipper pocket, which is inside this giant pocket. All right, are you all playing along? So you've got, this is what I love about this organizational level. I can put my priority cards in here. I can put pens. I can put wires and plugs. This starts to take the place of that bag that I showed you before, and it just puts it all in its place. But my keys, my car keys, has this wonderful lanyard that just organizes them. Now, how many times are you digging through your bag at the end of a trip? You can't find anything. This organizes it so you literally just pull up on this and it finds your keys for you. On this side, right here, if I turn this around, now you've got some very interesting reinforced areas. Again, you can put wires in here. You have a general open area to put an iPad 11, for example. I believe that's what fits in here. You've got another pocket that you can put a Zoom battery. And then this smaller pocket over here. You're like, what is the smaller pocket, David? That is for an Apple locator. Not so much an Apple locator, but a tracker. So if you lose the bag or if it gets taken, you can track it accordingly. And of course, some of the best pieces of luggage have this as well. All right, so that's our deep dive into the bag. You'll notice though on the outside of the bag, you have what I call quick release areas. This is, if you've traveled like me, you know this. Instead of digging through, as organized as this is, you still don't want to sit there, open this up. Somebody's asking you for your ID. You want a quick release? Boom. Look how easy that opens up. It's almost like on a rail. And this has a nice short padded pocket. If you put your phone in here, put your passport. This is where my passport's going to go. And then on this side, you have yet another zipper that has another, that is a little bit, it's a little pocket that's a little bit more, I'll call it secure. Now this goes against your body, so it's very secure. But this has a lip on it. See the lip? See the zipper? And you have an area you can put your money in there, your phone. These are also things that you can grab pretty easily that you don't have to put into your main organizational area. Now, just in case if you do need a kind of a small bag to fit wires and extra things, I can't imagine where, honestly, it comes with it, but I wouldn't be using that because this has so many pockets. And frankly, the reason I also like this bag, and you can see back here just kind of how small this bag is. The reason I also like it is it sort of forces you to economize, to be a little bit more truncated in what you carry, to be a little bit more thoughtful. This isn't going to be a George Costanza wallet where everything is exploding. No, everything has its purpose and place. And that's a part of my organizational mind. I don't want to have a sack that I just throw things into a bag and just let it clutter. That would be the opposite of what I want. So this really forces me to say, what are the things that are most mission critical for me on my mission? And speaking of mission, we got to go on a mission. I promised you that I was going to field test this because right now I'm working in a petri dish. I'm working in a Q branch lab, for want of a better term. I haven't fully tested this. I haven't tested this at all. And the only way to do this is to see how it works in the wild. It might disappoint. I have a feeling it's not going to, but let's try it. Okay, so I just got through security with my bag, and what I liked about it was everything was easily accessible. I had to put my watch in there because it's a big hunkin' piece of metal. I had to put my phone, which I'm videoing on right now, in there. I had to put tissues in there very quickly. The zippers performed well. The clamshell design worked extremely well, easily accessible. And then my ID, because I used that back zipper pocket, I could pull it out extremely simple. This is so important when I'm traveling because things happen so quickly. I have TSA touchless approved, so it goes very quick. I'm not sitting or standing on a security line. Bond wouldn't. So yeah, I'm moving very quickly and I need to get into my bag and in and out. And then on the opposite, when I grabbed my bag and put everything back on, it was easily seen. This was the big test to go through security. A pass with flying colors. Okay, I've just landed in Los Angeles. I'm at LAX awaiting my ride. The bag did great. It was very convenient. It was almost like having a little bit of a medicine cabinet throughout the whole flight, which was very handy. And again, I think it's the inside. I know it sounds strange to say this, but it was very soft and supple. So I'm enjoying it so far. The organizational aspect, I have to talk about it because it's not like any bag that I've had. And there's another psychological thing, and that's this right here. It's the whole, is it a purse? Is it a man bag? It's not very Bond in that way, but I get used to it very quickly. Listen, it's good enough for Indiana Jones. It's good enough for me. Back from my trips, my trials, my mission kit. Yeah, this bag was tested under a lot of different extremes that you saw. Fun, business, etc. But what did I carry? What did accompany me on the trip as I open this and see all the pieces? It's a little bit of a clown car. I mean, I was able to fit my Illumitech, which is it's a selfie stick, but it also is a tripod. Comes in handy. My Globetrotter wallet it held. It held this bag, which is a mini toiletry bag. It fit inside of here, which had everything from pills to multiple sanitized wipes to lotion to some 007 cologne, SPF lip balm. We've got toothpicks. We've got some spray, hydrating spray, and some more lip balm. All right, wait, that's not it. This is just to show you how much this holds. I also have another smaller, unassuming selfie stick. I've got my Zoom charger to charge up all my electronics. I have a pack of Orbit gum, because of course I do. I have some Ursa Major face wash as my travels, cleansing towelette. I've got my business cards that I hand out as well. I have 2 pairs of sunglasses and 1 pair of regular glasses. And all of these are held with earbuds, etc. Yeah, this thing holds a lot, but not only did it hold a lot, it was extremely convenient, extremely comfortable. It looks great. It does get really high marks. And what I had a lot of fun was testing it. You know, bringing it out into the wild. It was enough to look at the different parts and pieces here and see, you know, what kind of bag is this? I did get 1 or 2 comments from people saying it's a purse. Whatever you want to call it. You want to call it a purse. I call it a city bag because that's what the company calls it. And so many people are adopting these because they don't want the big attaché cases anymore, the big duffels. This is small. It's got a briefcase handle on it. I could take these off very easily. And now I've got this that holds everything together. The convenience, the necessary usage, almost Spartan-like usage of having a bag like this outweighs any kind of silliness that people might think, oh, why do you, aren't you man enough to have a briefcase or a backpack? Well, this is something more. This is when I don't want that big commitment of something unwieldy and I just take it. I can grab it, I can be hands-free. This thing passes the test. So go check them out. I'm going to leave the link below, and I'm sure we'll have many more adventures with this. You may see it very soon. I've got a couple trips coming up. It'll be a familiar and regular piece that I use. So in the meantime, this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you all real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching the Bond Experience. If you like what you saw, why don't you subscribe to the channel by clicking this button right here. We'll keep you up on everything new that's happening in the world of Bond. And speaking of something new, here's something new just for you because we know you so well. Talk to you soon.